The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. GA, it's all yours.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Now, it's no secret at the end of quarters, players will wait until just after the buzzer sounds to fire up heaves, so they won't hurt their field goal percentage. To encourage a nothing-to-lose approach on these plays, many say it's past time that the league only counts the makes in those situations. Kevin, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. Do it. Thanks, TA. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Cunningham and Bay share the wing duty. Isaiah Stewart out there at Bogdanovich. And it's Ivy in at the point. And for the Nets, the guard set is Irving and Curry. Durant is out there with Simmons. And it's Claxton in at the center position. And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster, guys hungry to prove they belong.
Now here's Curry. Here's Irving. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Kyrie Irving gets off the ball, goes to the catch-and-shoot game. Yeah, that's pure.
Cunningham kicks to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. Fader on the way. A second chance effort. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Outside Curry. Six to shoot. Shot from 16. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, the three-level scoring ability. Seth Curry from the mid-range. Yes, sir.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Ivy passes to Bay. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Irving dishes to Curry. Irving kicks to Simmons. From the top of the key, and that one's good, Irving.
Well, the key there is Kyrie Irving did a great job setting up his defender on the pick and roll, and it led to the score.
Passes it to Bay. Detroit, no good that time either. The Nets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. He kicks to Ivy. The feed to Cunningham. The pass to Ivy. Shoots over Curry. And he overshot that one, missing.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Simmons uses the glass to finish the layup.
When you're 6'11" and have that kind of athleticism, get to the backboards. Well done, Ben Simmons.
Timeout.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. And Kevin Durant has talked about the Big 15 for the Nets, but Doris, depth has been a concern.
Yes, but Kevin, give Kevin Durant credit because he understands that he cannot win a championship by himself. An organization has got to manage payroll with big contracts and then find bargain role players. It's going to be a key to achieving their goals.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Cunningham finds Bay. Now, here's Ivy. Cunningham outside. Over Irving. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Brooklyn with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. They grab their own miss. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Well, an opportunistic bucket by Kyrie Irving showing a willingness to get to the offensive window.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Cunningham. Pass to Stewart. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
Now here's Simmons. And he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Here is Cunningham after Ben Simmons' bucket. And slam dunk by Ivy.
No, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to KD. 1:58 left here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Simmons. T.J. Warren comes in for Kevin Durant. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Curry. Hayes the pass to Burks. Warren against Bay. Traps in the tray.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done. And catch and release, not just about fishing. Saddiq Bey last season with the 4th most catch and shoot triples made in the NBA.
Now here's Warren. Harris outside. Shot from the top of the key. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Roy, you were talking about how Bay is always in motion. He's always working so well off the ball, isn't he?
He is, Kevin. One of the league leaders in ground covered over the course of the season. And with all his minutes played, you know he's in tip-top shape.
Now, here's Durant. No points in the game yet for him.
You just have to love that grit and effort on the glass. No problems battling for the basketball.
Irving against Burks. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got 8 points.
Boy, at the rim, an undersized guard, Kyrie Irving may be the best to ever do it.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Hayes with it. Outside, Bagley. From outside, off the mark. And here's Irving. Harris kicks to Irving. From deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. He's got 11. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back to the action in just a minute.
Pistons, 7.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Here are the five Detroit has to start the second quarter. Isaiah Stewart out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Ivy. Then it's Cunningham, and it's Knox in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Ivy. Cunningham outside. Passes to Stewart. Kicks it to Ivy. Tries from 16. Here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
The shot by KD, no good. Pistons trailed by 8.
And when you look at the complete game of the Detroit Pistons, there are struggles on both ends of the floor, which I'm sure can feel discouraging at times. Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And looking at the Pistons' recent performance, Greg, which end would you want to see improve first?
Kevin, I'd have to say defense. More stops means more chances in the open floor, and it would help them keep games competitive.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Simmons is checked in.
Shooting one.
Well, you think about a team that was as heavily laden with talent as the Brooklyn Nets were when they had Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. But obviously injuries played a part. The big trade happens. A lot of bumps in the road for a roster that looked built to contend.
The pass to Irving. It's Curry outside. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Curry's got 5 points so far.
Passing may be the most overlooked aspect of Kevin Durant's game, but you know he wants his teammates to feel good.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Despite the Nets shifting lineup stories, they're still fairly dominant.
Well, that's a credit to their organization. You have to be able to push aside the drama, shut out the noise, and when the ball is tipped, just focus on the game right in front of you.
So for the Nets, Thomas checked in for T.J. Warren, and it's Mills in for Curry. So it's the Pistons now, trailing here by 8. Out to the right wing. Here's Knox. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Stewart, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And he's a physical 6'8" center for the Pistons, and it's easy, Greg, to see why Isaiah Stewart has drawn comparisons to another great Piston, Ben Wallace.
Always a good thing being compared to a Hall of Famer. And Stewart, not just brawn, He's brains too. Watches film, takes notes. He wants to be great.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second.
And after that trade request this summer, Kevin Durant still a Brooklyn Net. The offers weren't enough to move the needle, and the decision was made to run it back. One thing's for sure, when you've got KD, you've got a chance.
Now, here's Thomas. Rebounded by Knox. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. The Nets have tremendous talent, of course, but there have been some challenges. KD says, I know the fans have high expectations for us, but if you're a fan, you'll appreciate Nets basketball and what we're trying to build, and you'll follow us along this journey because you never know what may happen. Kevin, back to you.
Great. David, thank you. Now here's Thomas. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And no good. And it's Detroit the other way. Pass to Ivy. To the paint. Here's Cunningham. Up and in on the layup. Cunningham's got his first points in this one.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And continuing to press their advantage, they're not taking their foot off the gas.
Pass to Knox. Lets the three fly. And it's Durant with the rebound. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Knox. Guarded by Simmons. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Cunningham.
I like to see Kevin Knox share the basketball because what it shows is an improving awareness in finding his teammates. That's how people want to play with you.
Now, here's Thomas. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The offensive rebound. 2 points. That one goes. And the Nets lead by 7.
My goodness, defense was there, but Ben Simmons makes that finish look easy.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant. Harris comes in for Thomas. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Now, here's Bagley. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Simmons dishes to Harris. He kicks it to Mills. Sumner passes to Simmons. Harris outside. Over Hayes. Harris, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Bay. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Simmons. And there's the pass to Harris. Back to Simmons. A floater. He lays it in. That's now 8 points for Ben Simmons.
Well, soft hands and nice touch from Ben Simmons on the floater.
Now Bay. 5 points in the game. And Noel kicks to Bay. Clock at 6. Over Harris. Bay, no good.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Here's Simmons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Well, because of his size, when he's on the interior with the ball in his hands, Ben Simmons is a problem.
The Nets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Simmons.
Boy, Ben Simmons, one of the most highly scrutinized players in the NBA, but I don't think you can doubt any of his defensive abilities. Cross-positional and big-time asset on that end.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Warren comes in for Joe Harris, and Curry subbed in for Patty Mills. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Pistons trailed by 8.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Here's Hayes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
It's his first trip to the line.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
Free throw good from Hayes. Hayes hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
To the middle. Here's Curry. Shoots over Burks. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Alec Burks.
What I love is the confidence that Seth Curry plays with, and it has him attacking the defense. A little bit too physical there defensively.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
Seth Curry gives testament to the fact that you do not have to be drafted to find your way to being an integral part of teams. This guy is a tremendous basketball player.
Good on the second free throw. And so it's Brooklyn heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, they got themselves going in the second quarter. How do you get control of the game back?
it starts with not getting the ball out of the net. You know, we got to get stopped, and it starts in that end. That's where it's really going to start for us. And we just got to continue to compete. That's all.
Kyrie, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 11 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Shaq, let's get your take on Brooklyn.
The difference so far has been the efficiency of their offense. The ball movement is really good. They're not afraid to use the whole shot clock if they have to. Overall, they make it every possession count.
Kenny, what do you think about Detroit?
They wouldn't be in such a deep hole if they hadn't given up so many offensive rebounds. Getting out hustled, getting moved around, losing possessions. The one thing you can control is effort.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Pistons trailed by 7. The guard set is Irving and Curry. Simmons is out there at Durant, and it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Cunningham passes to Ivy. Rebound, Brooklyn. They've led by as much as 10. Simmons with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 11 points.
6'11", 240 pounds, able to absorb contact. Ben Simmons, easy work.
Ivy kicks to Cunningham. Pass to Bay. Pass to Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Over Simmons. They get it again. Tries yet again. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from Stewart.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Passes it to KD. On the wing, Irving. Now the pass to Claxton. Rebound by the Pistons. Stewart's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now here's Ivy. He's covered by Irving. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Shoots over Bay. Takes the 12-footer and hits. And the Nets lead by 9.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
Now here's Bay. He has 5. Cunningham inside. Curry meets him. Cunningham's shot is off. Brooklyn leading by 9.
Well, you look at the counting numbers for Cade Cunningham. He fills up a stat sheet. The key for him moving forward, though, efficiency.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. And you talk about Cade's efficiency. Greg on a struggling team, that can be a challenge.
Yeah, without great shooters around him, he's forced into taking tough shots or turnovers. And as the team improves, though, I think the percentages should come around.
Now, here's Cunningham over Irving. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to 9 points with the basket from Cunningham.
Oh, nice to see Cunningham strike from mid-range. He obviously isn't afraid of mixing up his offense.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Nerlens Noel checks in for the Pistons. Kevin Knox comes in for Sadiq Bey. Pass to O'Neal. Kicks to Mills. Launches it. That shot no good. And it's Detroit the other way. Here's Knox. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Stewart down low. Guarded by Harris. Stewart misses. Bounce pass Mills. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Cunningham passes to Knox. Cunningham outside. He kicks to Noel. 3 on the clock. It's hauled in by Warren. And it's Warren with the ball for the Nets. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Warren's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, T.J. Warren's frame and game perfectly suited for a finish on the interior.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Edmund Sumner's checked in for Brooklyn. And a different look here for the Pistons. Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Bagley comes in for Noel. Alec Burks checked in for Cunningham. And Hayes subbed in for Ivy. Here's Knox. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Burks on the wing. Plenty of space. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Outside Warren. Outside Thomas. Harris up top. Rebounded by the Pistons. Knox has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside. Here's Burks. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
This is not an easy cover. Alec Burks incredibly aggressive down inside.
Thomas feeling it out a bit. Now here is Harris. D right on him.
Boy, Joe Harris refusing to give an inch, and he is rewarded with a trip to the free throw line. Nicely done.
The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line, 2 times.
That's good from Harris.
Being a second-round pick should never define you, and for Joe Harris, it has not. This guy is now one of the elite, feared three-point threats in the entire league. Understanding who he is and how he can be a part of a team.
And Harris drops them both. Pistons trailed by 9. He's in the post. Baseline jumper. A rebound by the Nets. Here's Sumner. Takes the 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Brooklyn in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Right back after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Nets leading by 9. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Cunningham and Bay share the wing duty. Bogdanovich out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Ivy in at the 1. Now here's Simmons. Curry passes to Claxton. Shot clock at 5. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
I like how simple they are just keeping things on offense. I mean, the mid-range area has been made available, and boy, are they taking advantage.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. Pistons trailed by 11. Pass to Ivy. And play stops.
That's
Whistle
green.
on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now, here is Irving. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And the Nets lead by 13.
It's one thing to be a scorer. It's another thing to be an efficient offensive player. Kyrie Irving doing work right now.
Bay wide open, and he fires. Buries the long-range jumper.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Outside, Simmons. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And he gets the bucket.
Ben Simmons playing fearlessly and getting to all the spots on the floor he's comfortable in.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead.
Now here's Bay. Shot clock at 6. With the shot. And Curry pulls it down.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Here's Claxton. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And stolen by Irving. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Pistons. Stewart's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Down low. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Simmons. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Simmons got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets. Passes it to Ivy. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Bay against KD. Just 4 to shoot. Bay, offensive rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Ben Simmons.
Shooting for Detroit. Isaiah Stewart. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Now, here is Irving. Outside Durant. Curry is inside. He's against Cunningham. Shoots off the step back. It's hauled in by Stewart. Pistons trailed by 13. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Cunningham on the wing. Guarded by Curry. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Here's Bay. And no good that time. Good work defensively by KD. Curry on the wing. Here's Claxton, and he jams it with authority.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the...
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Dwayne Casey just going over the game plan with his team down the stretch. We got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Thank you, David. Now, here is Irving. Following the miss by Kate Cunningham. Now, here is Irving. He's covered closely, and it's Isaiah Stewart with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Irving with the ball. Clock at 6. Here's KD.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Nets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Ben Simmons.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
And Simmons is an asset in so many ways, making most of all his defense.
Well, unequivocally, Greg, this guy can guard 1 through 4. And I'm going to say because of the length and the strength he has, in a pinch, he could also guard most 5s. He's terrific on the defensive glass, and he can put a ton of pressure on you in his transition game. Like, this guy is a special talent.
That one is off. Greg, Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite-level company.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Edwards, he's checked in for Durant. Harris comes in for Seth Curry. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Irving. Pistons trailed by 17. Hayes the pass to Diallo. Back to Hayes. Inside, Noel, and the shot goes down.
How about that show of strength from Nerlens Noel? No fear in how he attacks the defense on these shots.
And the pass to Edwards. Pass to Harris. Simmons on the wing. Here's Sumner, covered by Hayes. Goes up on the wing. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here are the Pistons with the ball. 15-point game. Count that bucket.
Boy, remarkable watching Alec Burks power through the defense.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Sumner kicks to Harris. And it's blocked. They get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Seth. Satisfying home win. What does the support feel like in front of these fans?
Oh, it's great. Great home court. They bring that energy every game, even when we're struggling. So, I mean, it's much appreciated, and it felt good to get this win for them.
It was a team effort and a crowd effort as well. Congrats. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.